We are on week 6, the final week. This week we're going to be doing a discussion on recidivism. And we're going to talk about the common problems with interpreting recidivism, who interprets it, who in the court interprets it, who in society interprets it, and how can you explain, how can you get it to be reduced? How can we get people to not be back in the courtroom? How do we get juveniles to get age out of crime? And that's, there's statistics out there that show that a lot of people age out at the age of 27, males do. Victimology course, many of you were in that class with me, will show that they age out at 27. So how do we get kids to 27 when they're like 17 and doing stupid stuff? So when we're looking at this week, there's we have recidivism amongst adults. This would be a great discussion point, and I want to remind you that you have to have not one, not two, not three, four discussion responses to get a full grade. You all have been doing really great, and I've really enjoyed that, and I want to make sure I get that out to all of you, that I really appreciate all the work that you put into this class. The next thing we have is the written assignment. The written assignment is twice as big. It's 6 to 8 pages, and this week it's going to be on the juvenile justice system, Kent, United States, 1966. Now, I have gotten for you, I'm going to attach this to you so you have it, the right to counsel for children in juvenile transfer. And when a juvenile is transferred, who does that? What cases are involved in that? And I'm going to give you this link so you can read this. It's a really interesting case. This case has been upheld. It's been around since the entire time I was a police officer. It's still being upheld. So it'll be interesting for you to read this. It's the right of counsel, that juveniles have the right to counsel, which is very interesting at times because they not only, remember, the juvenile court also has care and protections. So let's say that you were to take my children away from me and I have no money. So we go to court, and let's say that I have 2 kids or 1 kid or 3, whatever. So we go to the court, and my husband and I are not together. We go to the court. The kids, this is all done in the juvenile court. The kids get the right to counsel. They have counsel, even though it's a civil matter. Remember, that's a civil. So the courts have civil and criminal matters in the juvenile court. So the kids each get an attorney. My divorced, soon to be divorced, or the father, he gets an attorney, and I get an attorney. And DCF then has their attorney as well. So sometimes those courtrooms are pretty congested. I've been in those courtrooms where I've been called in to testify, and they can be like overwhelming at times. But when you look at this, when you look at the Kent, United States case, it gives the right to kids to have rights, and that's really important. So you'll get a copy of this as well. The next thing that they're going to be looking at for you is on your written assignment is in Winship, and I am going to give you this one. This will give you the entire case. It's a burger court. It had to do with Samuel Winship being arrested, and I'm going to let you look at that. And it says that when you look at civil cases and criminal cases, evidence is put in differently, and it weighs differently. And in this case, it said juveniles get the same as an adult, and it's also has stood by. So it's a really interesting case, and hopefully that will help you get along with that. If you have any, I'm keep going back to recidivism. Sorry. So I want you to remember this week it's 6 to 8 pages in length. You cover in your reference pages do not count, and you have to have 6 sources. Remember that, 6 sources. I've given you 2, and I think that's helpful. Off of those 2, you should be able to find more. But if you have a problem, as always, call me, send me a text, send me an email, 413-883-3537, or send me an email through Canvas or through the Bay Path mail, and I'll help you find whatever you can't find. I wish you all well. Remember, it's 200 pages. I'm sorry, 6 to 8 pages, not 200 pages. Oh my goodness, thank goodness, huh? 6 to 8 pages, and that your front sheet and your back sheet don't count, and you have to have at least 6 sources. I wish you all a great week, and here's to a great paper.